What's a black Grand National?
EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
After hundreds of battles throughout the season, we finally determine a champion tonight. As EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings you the biggest game of them all, the Super Bowl. Up next, one team's name will join NFL immortality at the end of tonight's battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the Cleveland Browns. Kate Scott and Brock Heward, happy to have you with us. And this an unusual spot to be, Brock. Both teams here, they have fought and earned their way to this one. Yet this still looks like could be one of the more lopsided Super Bowl matchups that we have seen in our time in the NFL.
It looks that way on paper, but we know. We've watched it through the centuries. Right? We know that upsets happen in this moment. Broadway Joe's guarantee and the Jets win in just the third Super Bowl. David Tyree's helmet catch as those Giants shock the Patriots in their perfection. And that lesser-known Tom Brady, yeah, they too got past the greatest show on turf. This moment, underdogs emerge.
All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. Here's Travis Etienne on the ground. Has room down the left sideline. Touchdown, Cleveland! The Browns take a 6-0 lead right away. Travis Etienne, the touchdown. Jason Sanders to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Browns will jump back to a 7-0 lead. Sanders all set to send it away. It's Brashard Smith now with the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Well, here come the Cowboys for their opening drive. And leading them out is the 2nd overall pick back in the 2023 draft from the Ohio State. It's C.J. Stroud.
Kate, this is one of those moments that I so wish we had those thought bubbles. That we could see and hear every thought going through his mind as he runs on the field on this Super Bowl Sunday. I'm sure there's some anxiety. I'm sure there's a little bit of nervousness. But I know when that ball gets snapped in his hands, this guy is ready for this moment because he's proved it all season long.
Connects on one to Jameson Williams. Running down the left side. And into the end zone he goes for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys finish off their opening drive. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Now it's Cameron Dicker on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cowboys respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And nope, not chancing this one. Knee down for a touchback. Second drive coming up for this Cleveland offense. And the last time they had it, they ran it down the field on them. I'd expect some better resistance up front if they try that again. Nice field position here for the Browns as they start out 1st and 10. Design bootleg here. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled for a short gain.
That's not a big completion on the stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the gun, here's Dart. Connection made, Travis Etienne. And the gain only about 2 before he heads out. That means they're going to face third down.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Here we go.
Third down now, here's Dart. This finds its target, that's Taylor. He's taken down as he takes this to the 38. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Going on first down, it's Dart. He tucks it and takes off. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Here's Etienne on first down. He danced away from one tackle, but unable to dance away from the rest of the defense. No gain on that play.
Hey, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. They go right back to Etienne. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. Fought for that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
A 1-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 8.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. 3rd and long for him here. And this is going to be hit by a defender and knocked away. Incomplete as the end zone look comes up empty, Brock. They've got a 4th down decision to make. Jason Sanders on for the field goal. This from 40 on the right hash. Pressure coming from the right edge, and they block it. Now this is picked up inside the 35.
That protection has got to be able to hold up for a few seconds. It has to. Those are points that aren't going on the board now, and wasted effort by their teammates to get them to this point.
So Coach Brian Schottenheimer sending his Cowboys offense back to the field. Well, Brock, it only took them 1 play to reach the end zone last drive. They might have to work a little bit harder this time out. First and 10 from the 32. They'll run it with Travion Henderson. Fights his way through a tackle. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. And it's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's good for a Dallas first down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down to first down in just 1 play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offensive confidence.
And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's second down.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. He's throwing deep to the left side. Brought in inside the 20. He's going to take this down to the 11-yard line. They're going to move the chains after a big play, 39 yards. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with first and 10. Now Jalen Wright gets it for the first time. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get games like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Here we go.
This is Henderson on second down. And he's going to be brought down after a gain of 5, right up next to that line of gain.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Third down, 1 yard to go.
Oh, ready?
Stroud completes it quick. And in he goes for the Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys break the tie here in the first. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on him. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
Dicker's extra point is up and good. And the Cowboys take the lead here, 14-7 in the first.
Round 7. Cameron Dicker to kick off.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. He's going to field this at the 2. And this drive will start inside the 25. Back out now comes the Browns offense. And it was a situation they prepared for, no doubt, Brock, but hoped that they wouldn't see. They're down early in the biggest game of the year.
Hey, listen, nobody said winning championships was easy. This is an early test of whether they've got the resiliency to win it all. And we know this. When that final second ticks off, most Super Bowl champions, they've been the most resilient players, too.
Here's ETN to begin the drive. Gets up the edge to the 35. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, okay? They don't always get the attention they deserve on the broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Going the out route complete. And this gets the whole way down to the 11-yard line.
I can guarantee you that's going to be in Tell the Truth Monday right there in the film room, front and center, showing you the importance of tackling in the open field. An opportunity to cut him down sooner. The broken tackle allowed him to add those extra yards to the catch.
Inside handoff goes to ETN. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
The only thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Out of the gun this time. Here's Dunt. Lockett isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
Bend. Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
He brings it in. And that nice catch not going to translate into a new set of downs just yet. The stop is made in time to make it 4th and short. He's already attempted one this quarter, and now they're going to bring him on again. His only previous one thus far was blocked. Sanders sends it through. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
So he makes up for his earlier miss in the game. He knocks that one right through. And it's important for him to move past that early miss, Kate, because you never know if he's going to be needed for a big moment when we get to the 4th.
Here's Smith on the return. And a good effort here as he gets it out past the 35-yard line. So Coach Brian Schottenheimer sending his Cowboys offense back to the field. And we'll see if the perfect start can continue as they try for their third touchdown in 3 drives. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. They run it from the gun with Wright. He's taken down, but not before he has this all the way to the opposing 40. They strike for 23 yards. And that'll be good for a Dallas 1st down.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the 2nd level and beyond.
That played good for, looks like about 6. 2nd down upcoming.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Staying on the ground here with Henderson. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after looks like a yard gain. That tackle made by Blake Cashman. It's a pickup of a yard, and that is how our 1st quarter will end. We've reached the end of the 1st quarter of Super Bowl 62. 14-10 our score. Back to Miami in just a moment. Welcome back, all. 2nd quarter of Super Bowl 62 just moments away. They've got 3rd and 2 to start out. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
All right.
Out of the pistol, Henderson. Good running here on 1st down as he works his way forward for about 8.
You know, that's a good run right there to keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
Short pass brought in. And this is down all the way to the 3. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Four downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Right. Touchdown! The Cowboys now lead by 10. Jalen Wright with the touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the 1st half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Dicker on now for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Cowboys drive their lead to 11. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Returnable from the 2. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. The Cleveland offense back out and getting set for the drive. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw in their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. Cleveland about ready to go. Here's 1st and 10. Darts out of the shotgun. Finds Brown right side. And they get him 5 yards as he gets this up to the 25. Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4 at the 26-yard line.
Dart's going to tuck it and run. They're not going to give him an inch on this second down play. Good job containing that run right at the line.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Looking for Mason Taylor that time. And that leaves them with 4th and 5.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
Punt meets him at the 28. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Cowboys offense now headed back to the field. And eventually, Brock, one of their drives is going to fail to reach that end zone. But through 3 possessions so far, they have been perfect.
And in order for that to happen, somebody somewhere on this defense has got to rise to the occasion.
Completed over the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Henderson here from the gun. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a first down pickup.
Wright running out of the gun. This is ahead for about 5. Marcus Jones ranging over for the stop.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient, he was explosive, and got a nice little gain on the ground.
Quick throw is caught. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down. New set of downs for him from the 31.
First down, Dallas.
Look hot. Swap. Nike Texas.
First down throw by Stroud. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. It's the first time we've seen one of his passes hit the ground this game, Brock. He'd been perfect before that one.
Well, we hear it and we know it. Right? The team that makes fewer mistakes in this league typically wins the game. Yeah, that was what would you call a first mistake throwing the ball. They still got the lead thanks to earlier efforts.
After the incompletion, still at that 31-yard line, 2nd and 10. Hits him on the out route. And he's out of bounds right at that 25-yard line.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these out cuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Stroud now on 3rd. Taken in by Mitchell, right side. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short of the 15. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
That pitch and catch won't show up as a big play on the stat sheet, but it gives his own defense a little time to rest. It gives an offensive coordinator a new set of downs to work with.
The first carry now for Sean Smith. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on first down.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. That one is caught. Horton has it. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. Here's a give inside to Wright. Kick Kicked it outside, found himself about 4 yards as a result. It's second down. Now a timeout's called. Cleveland using its second. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down. Henderson does not score. They not only stop him, they backed him up a couple of yards. Now the Browns spend their final timeout. Back to the 3 after that last play. It's 3rd and goal. Stroud from the pistol. And into the end zone he goes for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys boat racing them to the halftime locker room. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw plays and have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
Dicker on now for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cowboys push their lead to 18. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Returning it from the 4. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Cleveland's offense all set to take over. They're trailing, but there's enough time, Brock, that they could get a scoring drive to attack that here before the break. Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here starts. He lofts it deep right side. He's got it inside the 25. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns chop some of the lead off before the half. Travis Etienne, the touchdown. Sanders connects on the point after. And the Browns make it an 11-point ball game.
17.
Sanders all set to send it away. Starting from the 5. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Cowboys and Travion Henderson back out there for their next series. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. Starting on the ground with Henderson. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry. Upping the tempo with some hurry-up offense. From the gun, Stroud. That's going to be caught by Mitchell. And he'll work this one up to the 28. Dax Hill up for the stop.
Mitchell. It's a gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
Browns are in the nickel for this 3rd down call. Shotgun now for Stroud. That's complete. Here's Thornton. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35. So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. Looking to throw. Stroud. Finds him over the middle. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Everybody rushing back to the line.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1. At the
to the air yet again. It's Stroud. Into traffic. Complete. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Throwing again. It's Stroud. Gets him on the quick hitter. And they make the stop. We're going to say it about the 37-yard line. Now Dallas is going to call its 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
At the Browns' 37-yard line.
2nd and 3 now. Again, Stroud. Wow, wide open here. Complete. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now. Not much time left in the half, so the kicking team out on first down. It's a 39-yarder from the left hash. Dicker connects there. And just before halftime, Brock, they're able to add 3 to their advantage.
Okay, that's just an excellent play call to get a chunk of yards and set up that field goal before halftime. Job well done.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. So it's a touchback on the kickoff, and we're going to get one final snap here in the half. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down. Looking to throw. Ooh, puts some air under this one, right side. Into a crowd, and the defender comes up with it. And the Cowboys are stopped on that return, so that interception is going to be the final play of this opening half. So we've reached the half here, and with a push of a button, we say so long to the halftime report and jump right back to the start of the third quarter.
Jason Sanders.
Enough waiting, let's crown a champion, shall we? The second half of the Super Bowl is underway. Here's Smith on the return. This makes it up to the 25. So Coach Brian Schottenheimer sending his Cowboys offense back to the field. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has it with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Throwing the out route complete. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's 2nd down. To the air, Stroud. Complete over the middle. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for a Dallas first down.
Okay, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
A handoff for Henderson, running left. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to and keep them from piling up.
Ball is out, right, lost it on the hit. And this is going to be Browns football.
This really should be the last place and the last down you expect to fumble on.
So just like all touchdowns, all turnovers also reviewed, and they want to take another look at this one.
The previous play is under review.
Yeah, pretty bang play out there. It's tough to see exactly what happened on our first look in real time.
But you know what I like here, and I do appreciate, and these officials are so good at let the play just play itself out before calling it dead. Now all the replays and the camera angles will give us such a better idea of really what happened.
After a fortuitous recovery, this will be 2nd down.
Look the hot.
Now a run with Wright. Free inside the 30. And he is into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys grow the lead coming out of halftime. Jalen Wright with the touchdown.
And that right there is why you continue to feed a running back. Definitely the most we've seen him do with any touch this game. That is exactly what the doctor ordered.
Dicker on now for the PAT. 'Cause 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 'c Right down the middle. It's good. And the Cowboys stretch their lead to 21.
Browns 17.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Returnable from the 1. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort. The Browns getting their offense out there. They're down 21 now after that last score and in need of a comeback as we work through this game. Cleveland about ready to go. Here's 1st and 10. On the ground to begin this drive with Etienne. And this is going to come to an end right at the 32-yard line. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that's a Browns first down.
Browns first down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
It's going to tuck it and run. That one stopped right at the line for no gain. This is going to be 2nd down.
QB runs can be some of the most difficult plays for these defenses, but not for the defense right there. Did their homework, and they get an A+ for how they defended that play.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Out of the gun this time. Here's Dart. Grabbed by Chris Godwin. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Let's go.
Out of the gun, a give to Etienne. And he's going to gain about 3 yards as they bring him down.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Alert. Here we go. Set. Hawk.
Darts out of the shotgun. Completed over the middle. And he's not going to get the first. He made it real close, though, didn't he, Bronk? It's a gain of 5, 3rd down coming up.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you can take a lick at any time.
3rd and a lone yard coming up.
Roll.
No run here. Etienne. They sent him right up the gut, but he wasn't able to get anywhere. The defense braced for impact, and they made the stop. It's 4th down.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 4th down and 1.
Quite the brave call they're making in this situation, Brock. They're going for it on 4th.
Roll. Viking.
They'll go. Here's Darts. This finds its target. That's Taylor. And he's hauled out of bounds as he takes this down to the 30. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
That's another Browns first down.
From the gun, here's Darts. They'll try and run this. And this one doesn't go far.
The positive of that effort, he didn't go backwards, didn't have a negative play. If there was a negative, you didn't get a whole lot done with your legs. Got to be more efficient now on 2nd down.
8 yards to go, and let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Now Darts. Short pass brought in. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. They'll bring the tight end in motion. Working inside the red zone. This one's caught. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Here's Start now. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Second chance at 6 here. It's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 1-yard line.
Etienne will not score. The defense holds and stops him short of that goal line.
Brought down
Need a touchdown here as they line up for 3rd and goal.
Play lost a yard. It's now 3rd and goal.
Trying to get it with the option here. And he's in for the touchdown. The Browns start the second half with some needed points. Extra point is good by Sanders. And the Browns get it back to a 14-point game.
38. Browns 24.
Sanders all set to send it away. Has this at the 6. Another drive coming up for this Dallas offensive unit. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3 and out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch your breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. And they take this in for the score. The Cowboys stretch their lead to a 3-score advantage. Jalen Wright with the touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground.
Okay, we hear week after week how hard it is to run the football at the NFL level, and it is. But this guy today, he's making it look easy, and they rarely do that from the running back position.
Dicker on now for the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Cowboys stretch their lead to 21.
Cowboys 45. Browns 24. Cameron Dicker to kick off.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. He's going to field this at the 2. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. Now we see the Browns offense headed out. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. Going on 1st down. It's Dart. Inside. This is caught by Taylor. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground.
Just stay on schedule. Just stay on schedule, right? SOS. Bad thing on a ship. Good thing on a football field. Even a little completion keeps this offense on schedule.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up.
Set. Viking 18.
Back to throw. Here's Dart. Brought in left side by Godwin. And this is brought to a stop up at, let's say, the 34-yard line there. So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. To throw. Here's Dart. He's going deep. He's got it at the 30. He's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. He'll come up on 1st and 10.
That's another Browns 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
From the gun, ETN gets it. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Over the middle, it's Taylor. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. That's going to be good for a Cleveland first down. From the red zone now. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to take this one in for the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. Ricky Pearsall with the touchdown. Sanders connects on the point after. And the Browns get it back to a 14-point game. Sanders all set to send it away. Here's Smith on the return. Finds some space. He's past the 30. He showed some nice bursts on that run back, didn't he? Getting them all the way out to their own 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
I think that was a throw cake that just came a little bit too late. What it did is it gave that defense time to come up and deliver a pop and knock the ball loose before he could secure it fully.
This our last play of the quarter. Stroud from the pistol. Hits him on the out route. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. So we've hit the end of 3 in Super Bowl 62. The Cowboys are in front, hoping to become the 3rd team ever with 6 titles. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Here he goes, 3rd and long. That one is caught. Morton has it. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that'll be good for a Dallas first down. Running from the pistol, it's right. That is exactly why you rally to the football. Got through one tackle, but the next guy gets him for a loss.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swinging.
And he did his part, partner. Got him 8 yards. Sets up 3rd down.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
And this play's nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
First down.
From the gun, Stroud. That's brought in. It's his back, Brashard Smith. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
First down, Stroud. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10.
On the quick, right? On 18. What's that?
Stroud completes it quick. And out of bounds inside the 5. Ooh, the sideline saves him there. Ooh, bad fortune turned to good pretty quickly there, partner. That fumble eluding capture, and thankfully ends up out of bounds.
Yeah, big old sigh of relief on that sidelines, but that new life's going to be short-lived.
Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys make it a 3-score game in the 4th. Well, Well, as they drive forward to what right now looks like it should be a win, Brock. He sure has taken advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His second touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
Dicker on now for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cowboys stretch their lead to 21.
52, Browns 31. Cameron Dicker to kick off.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
First and 10.
The Browns, down running back Travis Etienne, trotting back out to the field. And scoring hasn't been the issue for him, Brock, but it has been impossible to hold pace with the offense on the other side of this football field.
And we know they can't get this all back in one play, but they better do it with a sense of urgency.
On first down, here's Dart. He finds Brown right side. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. On first and 10, here's Dart. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
Taylor. A gain of 4. It's now second and 6 at the 35-yard line.
On second down, it's Etienne. Ran into a wall that time. Couple of guys able to hold him right at the line of scrimmage. So third down now.
Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It's third down and 6.
Third and long. They're going to throw. Into the hands of his running back, Etienne. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped.
It's a gain of 11. And the Browns first down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Out of the gun this time, here's Dart. Completed over the middle. And this one does not go far.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 22-yard line.
Dart out of the shotgun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So they're left facing third and long.
And 8 yards to go.
Throw here, third down. Into a crowd, and that pass is intercepted. And the Cowboys are set up just shy of the 25 after that tackle. And as they celebrate the turnover, we're going to shift our focus to one of his teammates who appears to be injured following that play. Team staff heading out to look at him now. Dallas getting everybody set. They've got first and 10.
Here we go. 18.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to get this one to the 36-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut.
Brought in inside the 20. And into the end zone he goes for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys put up even more points in a win.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket. But sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
On now for the PAT. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Cowboys continue piling onto this lead.
59. Browns 31. Cameron Dicker to kick off.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Return starts at the 3. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Back out now comes the Browns offense. Their last series sure was looking like points up until that interception, Brock. Hopefully they can move the ball similarly well as they take over here. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. So a timeout comes in. It looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning. Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Man in motion, headed right. Here's ETN on 1st down. Winning there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
Bronco switch.
From the gun, here's Dart. He's got Brown on the slant. And he's going to be brought down right at the 35. All set now, 1st and 10.
That's good for a Browns 1st down.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And they were ready for this one. No running room at all. He's taken down behind the line.
Hey!
All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Let's go now.
Back to throw. Here's Starks. He keeps it and takes off. And he will manage a little before being forced into a slide, as that's going to chip something off this upcoming 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 9.
They'll air it out on 3rd. Trying to push deep downfield. Well, they had the look. Certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing 4th down. They're going to go for it here, trailing in the 4th. Now Dallas is going to call its 2nd timeout, as they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. They're going to go for it here, trailing in the 4th. Desperation time here on 4th. Get him yet again. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Cowboys get it back after making their 3rd first-half interception.
Dude, that's just one of those situations. It is so difficult to be a quarterback in that spot. It's kind of like being a pitcher in a 3-0 count. You just oftentimes don't win. You feel like you got to force the issue, and you force the issue, and interceptions follow.
They've got 1st down here from the 36. They're going to pass it here. Bails out of the pocket quick. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Even the best of them can be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up. Still 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line.
Here we go. 18. What's up?
Throwing on third down, Stroud. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up fourth down.
Okay, third down, I get it. Give your quarterback some freedom, right, to make a play, even if he's got to work backwards. But it can blow up in your face as it did right there when nothing opens up.
This is a heater going deep. He's got it deep downfield. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets it down to the 14. What a time to rip off that type of gain, huh? Gets him a first on fourth down.
As a quarterback, you just know in that situation when you go for it on fourth down, it may mean sometimes throwing into double coverage. But if you're going to go for it, at least give your guy a shot to make a play. And against really long odds, he came up with a big-time catch.
On first down, they'll run. He brushed him off with ease. And they're going to be set up with first and goal as this goes out of bounds, Brock, at the 3-yard line.
I bet you, Kate, if you went back and studied all these runs in the NFL over a course of a season that gained significant yardage, there are plays just like that one where you've got to break a tackle to go eat up those yards.
And they're not stopping the destruction, partner. That is caught. Touchdown. The Cowboys keep running away with this. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
Dicker on now for the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Cowboys grow their lead yet again. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And he fields this one, but is not going to return it from the end zone. So the ball going to be placed down at the 35-yard line. The Cleveland offense back out and getting set for the drive. And they can really do what they want with these last couple of snaps afforded to them because the outcome already decided. The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Short pass brought in. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Dart setting in the throw here. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And he brings it in, but got too close to the sideline there. They're ruling him out of bounds. We've got third down.
Brings up third down and 6 yards to go.
To the air on 3rd and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they come up big on 3rd down there with the sack. The timeout's taken now as we have 1, possibly 2 snaps remaining in this ball game. The Browns are lined up to punt. Fields this at the 19. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up, past their own 30. And that's it. Once again, the Dallas Cowboys are Super Bowl champions. It isn't just that they are Super Bowl champions, Brock. It's also about how they got there. A dominating win in what's supposed to be our most competitive game of the year.
And when it mattered the most, they really leaned on the strengths of this team to not just win it all, but to make a statement. Do so in a way that you're not supposed to do in a Super Bowl. This is meant to be your toughest fight, an all-out battle for every yard and every inch and every point. And instead, of the league's 2 best teams in the building, we saw one team truly in a class of their own.
Commissioner Goodell ready to make the presentation as the Lombardi Trophy returns to the Dallas Cowboys, Super Bowl 62 champions. So that is a wrap. Another memorable NFL season in the books for our entire team here at EA Sports. For my partner Brock Hewitt here, our fellow commentators Brandon and Charles, Mike and Greg, I'm Kate Scott saying thanks for watching. We cannot wait to catch y'all again next season. Until then, good night everybody from the Super Bowl.